Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you, oh Lord. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm away. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you, oh Lord. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm away. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you, oh Lord. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm away. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm away. Lord, have your way in me. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my soul. I live for you alone. Every breath that I take, every moment I'm away. Lord, have your way in me. Good morning, everyone. This morning, I give God thanks for His many blessings, His continued blessings on me. I thank you for His divine love, His divine favor, His faithfulness. I'm thanking Him for all that He has done in my life. Today, I will face challenges, but that may come my way, and I'm giving Him thanks that I'm good enough. Yes, I am. I am good enough. Yes, I am. No matter what other people say, I know I am. And so today, I say, Lord, I thank you. I give you my heart this morning. Great morning to you, Isaac's family. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. I know I had a little challenge with the audio, so I hope I got it right this morning. I hope I got it right. And you're hearing me loud and clear, going well. Every little cell in my body is well, yeah. And I say, Lord, thank you. Thank you for your faithfulness. He has been extremely good to me. God has been good to me. Awesome, 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 awesome. Great that you are hearing me. Oh, I know, right? You're not able to do a lot of videos either. And trust me, I understand. And you have to do what you have to do. Yeah, work have to get done. But I'm thankful for the thumbs up. I'm thankful that you came by to say hello to us, and you're still not a stranger. And I pray God continue, children, your girls, Oh my God, sending big hugs for them. Big hugs for them. And I hope they are doing well. At least they're on holidays now, so you know, if you worry up yourself, you know, I pray the strength of God on you and on them. So today, I just want to say, Lord, I thank you for all that you continue to do for me this morning. Look who is in the building early. Good morning, Mr. Saunders. Great morning to you, Radcliffe. God bless you, sir. I am so blessed to have you here with me this morning. How are you doing, sir? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well today. I just want to encourage us this morning to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not to our own understanding. In all our ways, we should acknowledge Him, and He shall direct our path. I know that we go through some situation and we don't know what to do, what to say. Sometimes we feel so made out. For you, God cares. I'm so glad to know He cares. And it's working it out for you. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Kathy. He's working it out. I know that He is. He's working it out for you. God cares. I'm so glad to know He cares. I'm so glad to know He cares. And He's working it out for you. You may not see the way out. You may not know what step to take. But I stand here this morning to say He's working it out for you. God cares. And so glad to know He cares. I'm so glad to know He cares. And He's working it out for you. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. He's working it out for you. Top of the hour this morning, as we go into prayer, our prayer for this week is Psalm 35, and we jump straight into it. Radcliffe says, I am blessed this morning. Indeed, you are. Plead my cause. And this prayer is for strength. Plead my cause, O God, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for my help. Draw out also persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my sword to confusion, that devise my hurt. Let them be as a chaff before the wind, and let the angels of the Lord let the angels of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angels of the Lord persecute them. You know why? Because without a cause they have hid for me their net in a pit, which without a cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon me as unawares, and let him and let him and let his net catch himself into the very destruction. Let him fall. I do the final verse. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. He shall rejoice in his salvation. This is our prayer this morning. And of course, you can always check out the prayer. I Oh, she's tired. Oh, she beat out. She not used to going out so much, too far journey. Oh Lord, I know she'll come on the replay. She's tired. She told us she came in so late last night, and she came on and said, "Hi everybody, just coming in off the road." Oh. I understand she need the rest. Such a nice husband. Coming by and say hi to everyone because the wifey has sleeping. Yes, of course. So Radcliffe, you have the message to give to her when she wake up. Traveler says, let your bride know we say hello when she wakes. Of course, when she don't come on, we miss her. I said, what happened to her? But we have been talking about dream killers. No, Dan, maybe you remember them. I don't think Radcliffe was here when we spoke about those two. But just in case somebody's on the replay and this is the one they catch, we want to let them know that we would have spoken about two dream killers before. Remember them, Dan? Do you remember the two dream killers that we spoke of already? Both of them begins with the word D, the letter D, and both of them start with this, and they end with meant. We spoke earlier, so in the event you are on the replay and you so happen to stumble upon this stream, we did already, and the two we spoke about that you must listen to is discouragement and disappointment. Go, yes, Dan, you got them correct. So I see some people change their name to Jam Over Seats Kitchen. I wonder why they changed it. We want if it's a Jamaica. When they use the word Jamaica, make it easier, because every time somebody probably type in Jamaica in YouTube, your name should come up. Oh, you went ahead and changing channel name. But good morning to you, sir. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? And he's saying good morning to everyone in the chat. So at the end of the day, we talked about these are things that will kill your dream. So discouragement, we face it one time in our life or another. I even know some of us may be facing discouragement and the disappointment. So discouragement, lack of confidence or enthusiasm. So if you realize you don't have the zeal, you don't have the enthusiasm to do certain things, you're and disappointed when things don't go the way you really want it to go, we become disappointed. But for us, we shouldn't stay in this state too long, because these are emotions, and it will happen to us one stage in our life. If you stay in this situation too long, what will happen is that kill your dream. And so this morning we want to encourage you, do not stay in this state for too long. So you got to have to check out those two streams that we did. We spoke about discouragement and disappointment. We also spoke about how you can get over the discouragement. We gave 7 tips how you can get over discouragement. Encourage yourself. Many times you don't have anyone to encourage you, right? Many times you don't have anyone to encourage you, so you have to encourage yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Stand on the sidelines. As a matter of fact, you can stand on the sidelines and you can encourage yourself on the tracks. Thank you so much. I am doing well this morning. Still a bit sleepy, you know. Still a bit sleepy, but I am here. So, right after this stream, I'm going straight back to sleep. So, point 4, we're going to be talking about Caleb. My servant Caleb has a different spirit. Caleb was truly remarkable. No retirement plan to a rocking chair for this guy. At 85, he dreamed of owning his own mountain in the promised land. And thank you so much for that awesome thumbs up. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I know sometimes we tend to forget. But honestly, for me, sometimes I don't even bother stress about it. And even though there were giants in the land, giants living on it, they didn't discourage him one bit. Anybody's afraid of giants? What is the giant in your life? What giant is in your life? What giant are you afraid of this morning? What giant are you afraid of today? What is the giant in your life? Caleb saw giants in the land, but that didn't stop him to say, I need a land in the promised land. When the people around him saw the giants and wanted to back off, Caleb factored God into the equation and said, we will swallow them up. You hear that? When you factor God into the equation, and I think that is why many times we don't overcome the way we ought to, because God is not factored into the situation. Caleb now watch no face, right? I want you to don't watch no face and listen. I don't care. There's a Jamaican saying, say, could have be bull, bucker, and dopey conqueror. Me not afraid of you. Is that how the saying goes? Any of you know that saying? You could have be bull, bucker, and dopey conqueror. Me not afraid of you. I believe Kaylee probably was saying so here because I have factored God into my equation. And this reminds me of another young man in the Bible who said the same thing. Who said the same thing? Anybody remember who is that little lad? I'm thinking of him right now. Let me see. Anybody else? I mean, that's how sometimes the Holy Spirit just brings some things to our remembrance, bring some name to our remembrance, and he's saying to us this morning, Caleb said, I'm not afraid of them. They could have big like, whoa, I don't care. I don't look at them. I know the God in who I serve, and he has promised me, and so I'm going to trust him. If you can't remember, what is his name? When everybody was afraid, him say, I am not afraid because of the God in whom I serve. I was out there on the band to kill a bear, and I am not afraid. So when we think about this little guy, the Bible said he was ruddy. That means him the nice, short and handsome. He never afraid of nobody because he factored God into the situation. And yes, when his brother saw him and said, where am I go? Where am I go? Where is he going? Yes, I know, once Dan is around here, Dan a Bible scholar, If I want to remember a scripture, I just say, Dan, this is the scripture, and like, quick fingers. Boy, God continue to bless you exactly. David said, you come to me with a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord. None of them factored God into the situation. Are you making the plans without him today? Is his name on that to-do list? Is God's name in the strategy? You need to put him in the strategy. His name needs to be there. Okay? We need to, and that's what Caleb did. So when they were afraid, he wasn't afraid. He said, my God, go and swallow them up. Their protection is gone. But the Lord is with us. The Lord is with us this morning. As you grow in faith, you will start to feed off stuff that the enemy throws at you. And as a result, you become stronger. When you start to feed off the things that the enemy throw at you, you become stronger. One at a time, I was going through a situation, and I remember this, one of my colleagues, she's no longer working with us, she has now retired, and she would say to me, Trina, see the devil change the battlefield on you, because I was facing with a particular situation and I overcame it, but then something else just rise up big time in my life. And she said, Trina, the enemy changed the battlefield on you. We have to have our eyes open, knowing that he will change the battlefield on you. Maybe there was something that was happening at work, right? And you're almost getting out of yourself, but you got a grip on the situation, and you start to never rest. If you realize that he's fighting you, knowing that, you see, once you get into the word, once you get into prayer, these are the weapons. The word says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty to God, pulling down every stronghold. What are the strongholds this morning? What are the strongholds this morning in our lives? What are they? So God is right there with us. If you're not reading your Bible, you're not praying, trust me, you can't just go about your everyday business and you're not going to have news. But I guarantee you, start to fast, start to pray, start to read the word. Those are your weapons. Remember, I go and feel like all hell break loose. Yes. So Caleb said, listen, my man, God is going to swallow them up. Just like when David said, all right, is you can choose to blend in or stand out. What do you choose this morning? Radcliffe, what do you choose this morning? Dan, are you going to blend in? Are you going to stand out? What are we going to do today? Mm? And the others that are on, what are you going to choose this morning? Huh? I don't know if Jamaica overseas is still there. Are you going to stay blend in because you want to fit in, because you want everybody to like you? You're just going to fit in. Mm? Are you going to stand out? Dare to be different. Can I challenge you this morning? Dare to be different. You need to stand out. I particularly love the fact that, you know, traveler, I'm not a YouTube person like how some people know, like just about a lot of so much things for YouTube. But I love with travelers channel, you know, it take us to some unique places, some nice sceneries. And so he decided that, listen, I am going to stand out. I'm not going to fit in. I'm not going to do what everybody else is doing. I'm going to do me, right? I'm going to do things that I love. And some of the places that he would have taken us to on his channel, me know me not go there by virtue of where it is. Well, let me not say that, because anything is possible. So let me take that back. Mm? Let me take that back to say anything is possible. Sometimes you never know. You might be able to get some cheap airline ticket and you can do a run in and run out. But I mean, you get the opportunity to see some of those places. And even for me, sometimes I'll show some pictures of Jamaica. I think even right now I have a video of Montego Bay. It's not all that I wanted to do. I guess that's why I haven't uploaded it yet. But I would share some parts of Jamaica that some persons probably may never come. And they will say, I love this, right? Because we are going to dare to be different. We're not going to do what everybody else is doing. We're going to do us. So we want to be able to stand out wherever we go, right, Joseph? Good morning to you. And Joseph is saying, lovely morning to Trina and everyone in the chat, wherever you may be this morning. Happy, blessed morning, my lovely people. And Traveler said, Trina, I can't made me. I know. And I would have seen it. Yes, I would have seen that you love it. It is obvious. It is obvious. I mean, you know, you can tell a lot about people by how they communicate, right? And Radcliffe says, of course, I want to stand out. I'm going to stand with the word of God. Indeed, Mr. Sanders. Of course. Doing well. Come on, let's give him a hug. You're doing well. You're doing well for her this morning. So Joseph Iris is still sleeping. Remember last night she came on and she said, guys, but just come in, go look for Martin. She's still sleeping. She tired out. She thinks that she's a young girl. She tired out this morning. But we pray her strength today. So I choose to stand out as well. I choose to stand out. A lot of time people don't love it when you stand out. They want you to fit into their circle. But don't dare fit in. You dare to stand out. Whenever I have a new staff coming at work, I always say to them, you come here, make sure you leave a mark and try to leave a positive one. I said, don't always try to fit in. Stand out in a positive way. Make your mark, make a difference. Be you. You have policies that you need to follow. Yes, you're gonna follow them. You can dare to be you. You don't have to fit in. I say to them, you don't have to fit in, because chances are you fit in and you never get much from these people. Stand out. So because my servant Caleb had a different spirit and followed me wholeheartedly, I will bring him into the land he went to, and his descendants will inherit it. Notice Caleb said had a different spirit, which brings us to the dream killer. You must overcome. So even though we have been talking so much, we did not see what the dream killer is. Lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. What are some of the things you can do? Let me hear from you. Maybe Dan, you might have a lot of experience in this area that you can probably shed some light on. What are some of the things you can do to help your children overcome the lack of confidence, or even adults? What are some of the things you think we can do, Joseph, to, or even Radcliffe, to help people to overcome lack of confidence? Because sometimes looking at individuals, you can tell they lack confidence. Sometimes the way persons write, right? Good morning, Leandra, or Drea, sorry. Good morning, Drea. How are you doing this morning? The things you can do to help persons to overcome um, this situation when they lack confidence. I'm sorry, Tina not here this morning as yet. I know she'll be able to give us a few ideas. Michelle too probably would be able to give give us some ideas as well. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. So, Drea, what are some things you think we can do to help our children, or just help an individual who lacks confidence? What are some of the research on that? That just came to me right on the spur of the moment. No, I think this is something that we can actually talk about. My mind go into some individuals who I know lack in terms of confidence, and I believe this is actually a really and truly a dream killer. So Traveler says, support them. Yes, Dan, that's true. Support them, love them, and be there for them. But when you say support them, that's a whole lot, because you support them, but they still lack the confidence. When you tell them, when you say support them, how support them, how? And even somebody who is mature and adult, how do you encourage that adult? How do you encourage that adult? How do you encourage that adult to step out? Step out. Remember the disciples on the ship, and Peter said, Lord, I think he lacked some part of confidence. So he said, Lord, if it is you, bid me to come. And he got brave, and he stepped out, of the boat. Once he took his eyes off the Lord, he began to sink. So Drea says, I say, don't shut the person down or the child down when they are genuinely being themselves. The feeling of shame can decrease confidence. Yes, I like that. I like that. Any more thoughts? I mean, this is very serious, because when a pastor will tell a lot about you, will tell that you lack confidence. I also understand that when you will actually tell you, if your confidence level, your posture tells a lot about you, how you speak, how you look. So, how can we overcome that? Let's talk about it. It is a big, big dream killer. So I just went on Google to get some stuff. So here, help your traveler has said that as well, that we are to support them. So I like that one. When teaching kids how to do things, show and help. We have seven ideas here. Praise your child, do it wisely. Right? I mean, why I asked you, Dan, because I know your children are all grown up, and I'm sure you probably would have taught them. Maybe all of them don't, maybe all of them were not very brave, like, bold like daddy or mommy. Yes, so you will help them. So be a good role model for them as well. Mm? Ban harsh criticism. I like this one. Ban harsh criticism. Focus on strength and let kids help and give. I like this one right else. Be yourself. I like it. I like it. You guys have shared some great points this morning, because I know it says lack of confidence will kill our dream. It will let us not do what we launch out into the deep. We will not have that confidence that we're going to get it done and get it done right. Be recognized this morning that you are good at building positive relationships. Be kind to yourself. Learn to be assertive. And sometimes we need to say no. Sometimes we need to say no. And it is said that sometimes lack of confidence because of our self esteem issue as well. Sometimes people become shy, you know. The fear of failure will affect our confidence. So instead of standing out, we fit in because we don't want to fail. Because we don't want to fail, we'll never try anything new. Those are things that will kill our dreams. Can I encourage us this morning? Try something new. Try something new. Dan, I see you tried something new the other day on your channel, and I absolutely loved it. You did a reaction video, and trust me, I had a good laugh at it. I had a good laugh at it. It was very, very good. And so this morning, let me encourage us to work on that. Let me encourage you to work on it. You can do that a little bit more. Maybe not as often, but maybe even once for the week or once for the month, because you were an expert in that area. Dreams are fragile and they are at the greatest risk when they are new to you. When the people you love and respect don't approve, and when you have none and give you that confidence, that's the point at which you must know God for yourself and have a relationship with him. So as we close off this morning, I'm going to read back this part for you. It is saying, dreams are fragile and they are at the greatest risk when they are new to you. Right? When they are new to you, it's at the greatest risk when they are new to you. I say to you this morning, when they are new to you, when the people you love and respect don't approve of that dream, when you don't have any past records, that you know in, I think it was discouragement, when we spoke about dream killer, the discouragement, the dream killer, we talk about that we can look at past experiences, past successes to help us, to push us forward, to help us not to be discouraged. So this morning, this one is saying, you may not have the past success, you may not have the past experience to fall back on, right? And give you that confidence. You may not have that. That's the point. You can't trust in your own self. That's the point you're gonna now have to trust in and build that relationship with him for him to help you through. This is the time you're going to now fall back on God. The people who know their God shall be strong and carry out great exploits. The word exploits indicate that God can show you how to and utilize and profit from and find opportunity even in the worst circumstance. So Dan is saying to us, even when your children are adults, let them know you are proud of them. You know, I it is something that I'm working on, and why I ask that as well, because I'm still learning. I know my son, I will say, I know that in one area, a particular subject. I mean, the grades that he got were not things that I was really used to him getting, and oh my God. And I remember sending this to his grandmother, and his grandma, you know, her her response to it was just so positive, and I learned so much from him. She was like, oh, this is good. He just needs to work on this one and this one a little bit more. And I was, oh my God, this is just a nice way of looking at it, you know. And I have been working on, those things, and I said, okay, we're gonna work on some extra classes on this area and that area. And I try to encourage him right throughout the time, and so okay, go through, make sure you're doing your studies, going back over your work every day. Don't wait until the time for exams or test the night before that particular class, so at least you can be refreshed. So things like things like those I would actually try to do, right? And to kind of help him. And this time around, we haven't seen the grades as yet, but he was more confident, and his responses whenever he have exams last month, I would say, how were the exams? And he was like, it was pretty good. He had a lot more confidence because he was a lot more prepared. And I think maybe that could actually be one of the things that we can help our children to work on, being more prepared, practice, being more prepared for what you have to do, can help to overcome that lack of confidence. What do you think? That could be one of them. When we are more prepared, so for me, even when I have like a live stream, I like to be prepared. I like to have something to run with, so they always say try to have a topic to talk about, and I would love that, and I would probably do a little research on it. Have so not all the time people will be talking. You have to get the conversation in. You have to bring in the points and all of that. So we have to actually help them. Andrea says, Trina, I think I like this conversation. That's nice. I we love it too. So this is actually the third series. We are doing the topics on dream killers. These are some things that we're saying will kill your dream, and we talked about two already. We have them all in a playlist. You can always check them out. And Radcliffe is saying, don't try to live someone else's dream. Powerful. This is powerful. You hear that? This is powerhouse. I love this one, Radcliffe. I love this one. This can affect your children's confidence too. Don't try to live someone else's dream. How can we do that? How do people try to live someone else's dream? They try to be like the person. Some of us, because we didn't get to be the doctor, we're pushing our children. You one of those parents putting your children, say, you need to be a doctor, you need to be a teacher, you need to be a this, you need to be a that. Why are you telling the child what they need to be? My son growing up always said he wants to be a teacher, wants to be a teacher, wants to be a teacher. I think maybe because his father was a teacher, right? Want to be a teacher from his basic school coming up. When he went into grade 4, not grade 4, I think in grade 6. You know why he said he wanted to be? Say, I want to be a YouTuber. Oh my God. No, I have to be mindful, for us to be able to guide him, but I'm not going to make a decision for my child. You can channel them, see what they love, and try to help them choose a career path, but not because you didn't get the opportunity to be that doctor, or you want a doctor in the family, so you're pushing the child there, and they don't want to be that, they don't love it. That is cruel. And likewise, as adults too, we want to be like somebody else, and we fail miserably at that. And this is where one of the points that we spoke about is that we should not try to fit in. We should always try to stand out. Self. Be yourself. Right? We should be yourself. Okay. So, our dream killer today is lack of confidence. We gave quite a few nuggets, what we can do, how to overcome this. So, let us try our best to do it. All right. So today, I trust you were blessed. I trust you had these points locked, and that we will work on it. And I encourage you today, go out and live your best life right this very moment. Live your best life today, knowing that you are amazing. If you have not given your affirmation since you came in, before you go, give your affirmation. Give your 3 affirmation before you go. I am above only and not beneath. I am the head and not the tail. I give God thanks for this beautiful sunshine. I give God thanks for the rain. I give God thanks for every single one of you being here. I give God thanks for that. Dan says, I want to be a YouTuber. So go out, guys, and conquer. And we will talk again soon. God's willing. Today is what, Friday? I don't know. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow and close off with the last dream killer. I don't know. Let us see. I might just pull a Saturday on you guys. Don't normally work. We don't normally do these on Saturday, but I might just do it. I might just come on Saturday and do the final one. Since we missed one day, I might just come on tomorrow morning. Let us see what happens. Don't know if my body will know that it is Saturday and I should sleep late. But I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of you. Be you. Stand out wherever you are. Gia, it was a pleasure having you this morning, and hopefully we'll see you again. Yes, Cliff, you represented well. We are proud of you, and make sure you give Sister Saunders our blessing. All right, and do breakfast for her, so when she wake up, she'll be so surprised that Honey did breakfast. Do something she loves. Okay? All right, take care of yourself. Bye, everyone.